Yeah, so viewers, I have my cable, 1.5 square cable, and then I have my button fitting lamp holder, and also my lamp or bulb, and I have with me my circular box. Also, I have my 3x3 pattress box. I'll be using two because I'm using two different switches, and then I also have here one gang two-way switch that I'll be using for the project. Yeah, and this is one gang two gang two-way switch, and also I have my circuit breaker I'll be using in place of the main switch or the power source, and I have with me my PVC insulated pipe. That is what I'll be passing my cables in. So now we are going to move forward and then start with our project. In this project, you can use your own measurements based on how the building is. So I'll be using my own measurements here. We are coming to learn how to install a lamp controlled by one gang two-way switch. So this is going to be a control switch. So here I am using my own measurements. Yeah, I'm using my own measurement here. So you can also use your own measurement based on the projects given to you. So I have started installing my circular box and my pipes, as you can see on the board. Yeah, you need to do a neat work as a project. Need to do something that will attract more customers. So you need to do good quality as well as neat work to attract more. Now here, as you can see, I am using the measurement prescribed to my work given. So I don't know how your work is, and I don't know the size of the building you are going to work in. But the moment you get into the site or your working area, you can do something that will let the work be very neat. At least you need to look around, examine the site before you start up with something. So you can see I am installing my pipes and my circular boxes. Yeah, so I'm about to install my 3x3 pattress box. I need to screw them tightly to the board. You can see I am using board here, but yours might not be a board as mine is. So it depends on the area of your project. So that is it. You make sure all fittings are well mounted and installed. Yeah, so this is my second 3x3 pattress box. As you can see, I need to screw them tightly to the board, as you can see below. Yeah, it needs to be firm. It needs to be firm. Because after working and then your client is around to inspect your work done and find out that certain things are not well organized or they are not well fixed, he or she will not be happy with it. So you need to do a good job. As an engineer, you need to do a good job, and that is what is going to advertise you. Yeah, that is what is going to advertise you. So do a good job, and then you'll be connected to many customers. So here I am about to start with my wiring. I'm about to start with my wiring. So I am starting with my neutral cabling. I'm starting with my neutral cabling, and I am using black cable for my neutral cabling. You can also use blue. In other countries, they don't use black. Others use blue, and so on. So you can see my fishing tape. That is my fishing tape, or my draw wire. So here you need to fish out all the cables to their various positions. You can see as I'm doing now. I'm fishing all my cables to their various positions. So as I said earlier on, I'm starting with my neutral connections. My neutral connections. Yeah. It depends on you. You can decide to start with your power connections first. But the most important thing is that you install all the wiring first, and then later on you move to the power connections. Since when you finish you are going to test them, you need to finish with the wiring before you power them. So I'm done with my neutral connections. Now you can see this red cable here, which is going to be my switch wire. With a control switch, one of the switch is going to carry the switch wire, unlike the one gang one way that you have only one switch. With that switch alone carries the power and the switch wire, but with this is a control switch, so one of the switch is going to carry the switch wire, and then the other side will be having the power cable that can power the lamp. So you can see I have finished installing my switch wire. So now let's proceed. So this second red cable is what is going to start with the controlling switch. So you can see I am about to fish my second red cable. So this second red cable will be connected from the first switch to the second switch, and inside the switch we have common L1 and then L2. So this red cable, we say first thing first, so it's going to connect the L1 in the switch to the next switch, L1 terminal. As you can see in the video. So after I finish drawing that cable to its position, it is going into the L1 terminals in both switches. L1 terminal in the first switch, at the same time L1 terminal in the second switch. Now we need another cable which is going to be terminated to the L2 from the first one gang two-way switch to the second one gang two-way switch. So you can see just what I'm doing now. Yeah. You need to pass the cables correctly. In electrical installation, there is nothing like let me try and see. Yeah, you must be qualified before attempting a power or installing your house to prevent fire burn, because it will be very painful that you work for so many years and put up a building and then an engineer will just burn your house for you. So you need to choose wisely a qualified engineer or a qualified electrician. Seek advice from them. Now this is my fourth cable, my fourth red cable. That is going to be the power from the mains to the switch. That is going to be the power from the main switch into the switch. You know that there is no other place that you can pick power apart from the main switch. Yeah, so you can see as I'm doing now. So that red cable is going to be connected from the main switch directly into the first one gang two-way switch. Yeah, so these two cables are going straight into the main switch, main distribution switch board. So as I said earlier on, I am using breakers, circuit breakers, as my main switch. I am using circuit breakers as my main switch. So I am peeling off my supply power cable and terminate it. So I'm terminating my power source cable, the main power to the main switch, or into my circuit breaker. Now this type of breaker, if there is any faults in the gadget you are using, it will automatically strip off. Yeah, so when you are choosing, you choose wisely and you choose the correct one. Since you are not doing anything temporal, you need to choose the correct thing, or the right thing must be done at the right time. So viewers, I hope by the end of this wiring you can learn something out of it. You can learn something out of it. Sometimes many people think a particular job is meant for a particular people. No, at least you can have an idea about something. Yeah, you can have an idea about something. So you are not just watching. You are watching at the same time. You are learning something. Yeah. So you can see I'm about to terminate my live cable. My live cable has been terminated. So the second cable is the L1. I'm about to terminate my L1 cable from the first 1-gang 2-way switch. As you can see, I'm terminating my first L1 cable. Now I'm about to terminate my second cable, which is the L2 cable. My L2 cable. And you know, with the termination, it needs to be tight. You need to screw them very well. Sure. So this is my second switch, and as you can see here, this is 2-gang 2-way switch instead of 1-gang 2-way switch. So I'm using just one side of the 2-gang 2-way switch. So you know, 1-gang 2-way switch has 3 terminals. They have 3 terminals, and 2-gang 2-way switch has 6 terminals. So I am using one side of the 2-gang 2-way switch, and with the one side of the 2-gang 2-way switch, I am first installing my switch wire going into the lamp holder. Yeah, I need to be tightened firm. So this is my second cable, which is L1, the L1 to the second switch. My L1 cable in the second switch is what I'm about to terminate now. Yeah, well tightened. And my third cable is the L2, so it is marked 2. Then you peel off the mouth of the cable for easily identification. So in case you have installed the building and you are not the very person to fix the accessories, the second engineer or the qualified electrician who will be called to continue the project can identify all cables, because you've marked the cables according to their job to do. Yeah, so this is my lamp holder. This type of lamp holder is having 3 terminals. We have the neutral side, the live, and then the earth. The neutral side, the live, and then the earth. Yeah, but I did not add earth to it, so you can choose to do that, but it is very important. You can choose to terminate the earth. Yeah, if you are using the distribution board, you can add the earth, and it is a must. It is a must. Sometimes some of the holders did not come with the earthing terminal. So in case you come across or you buy from the market the holder with the earthing terminals, you can run cable and then terminate the earth terminal. Yeah. So since I did not run earth cable, I need to start with either the neutral or the live. Yeah. And all the cables size and the length must be equal. But when installing a house, don't shorten the cable. At least you need to leave few inside for easy tracing. Yeah. So you can see I am installing my neutral terminal. Make sure you tighten it well and firm. Tighten it firm. Viewers, hope you are learning something. It is important to know something. So this is my lamp that I'm going to use to test. So I can use any of them. I can use any of them. Now I need to power my switch before the holder can get on. So the red cable, as you are seeing there, is what is going to power my switches, and the black one there is my neutral cable. It's my neutral cable. So if there is more, you either coil it nicely. If you are using the distribution fuse board, you dress it nicely inside, but because I'm not using a distribution fuse board, I have coiled it inside the switch. Yeah. Remember that when terminating a cable, you need to start with the neutral first. Start with the neutral first before the live. Before the live cable. So I have first terminated my neutral. So this is my live cable. As you can see in this video, I'm terminating my live cable. And there also needs to be tightened firm. It needs to be tightened firm. Sometimes when the termination is poor, it overread the meter. Yes, when the termination is poor, it overreads the meter. So now let's start with the testing. You can see I'm done. So the first switch will on the light, and then the second one can put it off. At the same time, the second one can on it, and then the first one can put it off. It depends on where you want to on it. You can on it anywhere you like, and then put it off anywhere of your choice. So I am done with my installation. I'm done with my installation. So viewers, if this has been your first time of watching my video, I will urge you to subscribe, press the notification bell for more videos, and then share for others to also watch and learn something. Yeah, learn something. And please don't forget to hit the comment section. Yeah, let's chat. I love you all. Let's chat, and see you next time for the next video. Thank you. Make sure you take care of yourself and be a qualified engineer. Be a qualified engineer. If you follow my videos, we shall learn more things. And bear in mind, if the power source is off, there is no way your gadgets can be on. Thank you.